they're gone. And we're back in here. Okay. Good. March 14th, 10:37 p.m. Babyliss Embassy Secretariat's office.
Hello?
To think after all that running around, we're right back where we started.
It would appear that way.
Hi, Mr. Edgeworth. Have you found Manny's killer yet?
I'm terribly sorry, Ambassador Palino, but I've yet to find his killer.
Well, I guess his murder really was the work of the Yatagarasu.
Let's get one thing straight. It was the work of the fake Yatagarasu. The real Yatagarasu is a noble vigilante who is only out to steal the truth.
Miss Faraday, please don't make such a sad face. If there's anything I can do for you, all you have to do is ask, all right?
Mr. Palino.
Actually, there is one thing you can do. Will you allow us to take another look around? We didn't have enough time to conduct a thorough investigation earlier.
Oh, sure, please feel free to investigate to your heart's content.
Also, there are a few questions I'd like to ask you personally, Ambassador.
If it will bring a smile back to Miss Faraday's face, then I'll gladly answer anything.
Thank you, Mr. Palino. You're a total gentleman.
You don't have to waste such nice words on me, little miss.
Hey, Sir Palino.
Well, those two sure got those two sure got chummy awfully quick.
You know, it's easy to say we're going to investigate, but where should we begin?
That's a good question. I guess the first thing we can do is just straight up just, you know, talk to Mr. Palino. We should probably start by comparing the state of this room before and after the fire. And then we should look into the matter of the suspicious person you spotted.
Yeah. When I came into this room, that person was already gone.
Then we should inspect the fireplace.
But I'm willing to bet that the person I was chasing is Mr. Kojin's killer.
We don't know that yet. However, it's hard to believe that person is unrelated. Furthermore, because the key the Yatagarasu stole 7 years ago was found here. It signals that perhaps Miss Yu was also somehow involved.
I knew it! That woman is almost definitely Mr. Kojin's killer!
Yet again, we don't know that! There are too many mysteries to be solved in this case. There's too many unknown factors. We have to approach this properly. We can't just throw immediate accusations without thorough evidence. That's how true justice works. Speaking of the Yatagarasu and mysteries, I received a most mysterious photo from Detective Bad.
Oh yeah, you showed me that! Uncle Bad? He's taking part in the investigation too?
Yes, he has been chasing after the Yatagarasu for all these years.
Uncle Bad.
Now then, I was told that this photo was taken just after the fire.
What? This kind of looks like the person in the long coat I was chasing.
Why didn't you say that when I showed you earlier?
Does this mean that I was chasing the fake Yatagarasu after all?
I don't know the answer to your question. But I don't think people can fly either.
But this could be how that person escaped.
Well, we need to investigate a bit more before we can say anything about that. In any case, let's not dawdle anymore and pick up our investigation where we left off.
All right, investigate.
Hey, check the fireplace in a little bit. Right now, I want to talk to Mr. Palino. Now then, Ambassador, I'd like to ask you about your movements before the fire broke out.
Before the fire? Which fire are you talking about?
Which one? There was more than one tonight?
Huh? Oh, I see. I guess you didn't hear about it. We had 2 fires here at the Babyliss Embassy tonight. What a bother all of that was. 2 fires?
Wait, but the only fire we know about is the one after the Jam and Ninja show.
Well, the first occurred at the start of the Jam and Ninja show. Luckily, only the 4th and 5th floors of our embassy caught on fire. Not wanting to cause a panic among the theatergoers, we decided to keep it internal.
Then the fire after the German Ninja show was the second one of the night.
Exactly.
So the fire I witnessed was the second one. Come to think of it, didn't Detective Bad make reference to the first fire? Did he? He might have. I can't remember. When was this photo taken?
Apparently, right after the fires on the 4th and 5th floors were put out.
Oh! Fuck, it did. I'm stupid. God, I'm stupid. I suppose this means that the photo was taken just after the first fire was put out. But why was a fire... Why was there a fire up there, though? It was updated.
So then, what was the extent of the damage in the second fire?
The second fire was contained to this floor, the 3rd floor. I think it was leftover embers from the fire on the floors above it that caused it.
That's... How should I put this? A very bad stroke of luck.
My office on the 5th floor, Manny's office here. And Manny himself. All gone in the blink of an eye.
Fascinating. Fires and Babal data.
I feel so sorry for you, Mr. Palino.
Oops, look at me going on and on. Now then, what was it you wanted to ask again?
We were discussing what your actions and whereabouts for today were. And if you happen to know, what Mr. Kojin's actions and whereabouts were as well.
Yes, very well. Let's see. I've been quite busy all day from morning until now. First, I woke up and then I brushed my teeth. After that, I had a roll for breakfast.
Hold it! Fascinating. How about you just skip to the relevant parts for me?
Oh, you'd like a condensed version? All right, I can do that for you.
Look at that smile. Please don't be a bad guy. So what did Mr. Kojin and you do this morning?
Well, originally, we were supposed to meet and shake hands with the German Ninja. But Manny and I wanted to turn it into a photo op, so we were here tidying up his office.
You helped clean Mr. Kojin's office. Why were you not cleaning your own?
Oh, I think I forgot to mention this, but my office is currently undergoing renovations.
Uh-huh. You don't say.
Which is why both the Prima Duck statue and the Babyliss knife settled down here.
I see.
Oh, but the tidying didn't take much, really. We just burned some files we no longer needed and expired coupons in the fireplace.
I bet cleaning up the fireplace must have been a real pain, though, huh? Wait, how'd you pronounce that?
Coupons? Oh, about that. I kinda forgot to clean the ashes out. I guess I am up a creek without Manny here to get angry at me.
Hold it! Hold it! An ambassador like yourself has been on the receiving end of a secretary's anger?
Oh, he was very good at being very mad. Why, even just this morning, he got mad at me. I spilled some Babyliss ink onto the back wall when I was putting the files, you see. And he got mad at me, saying that I should treat the ink with more respect.
Apparently orders go up the chain of command around here. Mr. Palino's testimony.
That's about it for what we did this morning. Just some cleaning.
Don't tell me you had no other work to do, being an ambassador and all. I don't know, what were you doing in the afternoon? Now then, if you could tell me what you and Mr. Kojin did this afternoon.
Well, Manny and I went down together to the Theatrum Neutralis. We had to be there for the start of the Steel Samurai stage show. After the show started, I went back to my office on the 5th floor alone.
So they were together until the start of the Steel Samurai show.
A little while later, after I had straightened myself up a bit, I returned to the theater. Because I was taking part in the photo op on stage at the end of the show.
There was a commemorative photo op at the end.
It is a fantastic photo of the three of us. Ambassador Alba, the Steel Samurai, and myself. After the photo shoot, I went back to my office on the 5th floor to prepare for my handshake photo op with the German ninja.
He seems to be rather overworked for an ambassador. He's an ambassador. I imagine they're severely overworked. Well, at least some of them are.
When I got to my office, that's when the first fire broke out, and I escaped down the stairs. My office was completely destroyed, but thankfully no one was hurt. I admit I ran away from the first fire as fast as my legs could carry me. But during the second one, I pitched in and helped the embassy staff put it out.
So you didn't see Mr. Kojin again after the start of the Steel Samurai show?
Oh, yes, that's right. The next time I saw him, he was lying there, in an eternal sleep.
I see. Ambassador Palino, I thank you very much for your help.
I'm sorry I couldn't be of any more assistance, Mr. Edgeworth. If there's anything else, please don't hesitate to ask, all right?
Uh-huh.
Well, I do believe it's time for us to further investigate things, shall we?
It's the charred remains of a fallen ceiling fan.
Oh, I've seen a few of these before. They spin around and around and play music.
I believe you're thinking of a musical mobile for babies. Oh yeah, I remember making a mobile in art class. I made it out of Ichigo's Soul Reaper badge. Oh my god. Part of me wishes I knew where that was, but I think we got. I think during the move we had to lose it. Oh man. Yeah.
Yes, that's it.
But they're nothing alike.
They're totally alike. They spin those babies right round like a record.
Okay. Go to the corner. I see. I guess I can see how you might think that. Go in the corner.
No.
So this is the real Prima Duck statue.
This is really valuable, right?
That's what they say.
Hold it!
No! Okay, you're not seriously considering the theft of this statue, are you?
No way, Mr. Edgeworth. I wasn't thinking about anything like that. I was just calculating in my head how much the statue's worth.
That sounds mighty suspicious to me. Well, it's K. What do you... Ambassador Palino, would you happen to know what these charred remains are of?
I don't know, actually. But I don't think there was anything there that should have been flammable.
And so it remains a mystery as to what was burned here. A grandfather clock. This one resembles the one in Alabasta.
Oh, that clock has been with us since back when we were in Stilkidopia.
This is one big clock. Hey, does this one have a bird that pops out like a cuckoo clock?
I'm sorry, but no. Oh, but I'm sure you'll love its chime.
Really? It's gonna be 11 soon, so maybe I'll get to hear it then.
Is it that time already? Time sure flies by when I'm involved in an investigation.
Oh, it's not that late. The night's only just begun.
Okay, it's not good for you to stay up late, you know? Don't be like that one weird sorcerer from the cliffs who stayed up late one time and then he got sleep drunk. Whenever I stay up too late, I just kind of get a little loopy.
Yes, Gramps.
Do not talk to me like that.
Look like all the souvenirs suffered from damage from the fire. I just don't believe it. Murder on top of arson? What a disgrace to the name of the Yatagarasu!
The fake Yatagarasu is guilty of much more than just theft, it seems.
I know, because if it were me, my first priority would have been to loot this bookshelf.
You would steal ordinary souvenirs that you can buy virtually anywhere?
Well, I can't buy them anywhere. Each one is specific to a location and has its own value. And items that have memories attached to them are the most valuable of them all.
But could you really rob someone of their valuable memories? Just like that?
No! Because even if I take the souvenir, I can't take the owner's memories.
Never change, Kay. We still don't know where the blade of the Babyliss knife went. Could it be that the killer walked away with it? Maybe. Ambassador Palino, what exactly used to be here?
That used to be a stack of brand new pamphlets. But it looks like they were all burned up. I guess we'll just have to reprint them. But no matter how fast we reprint them, they always disappear so quickly.
Is the Babyliss tourism industry really that hot right now?
Of course! Although, recently, the most popular vacation destination has been the Republic of Borginia. But we refuse to lose to them, so we've been hard at work promoting Babal.
Interesting. Well, I've just recently returned from a trip to Bulgaria myself.
Oh? And how did you like it?
It was alright. I probably shouldn't bring up the fact that I was a suspect on the flight home. No, probably shouldn't. Probably not. Oh, right, yeah, the biggest thing that we were focusing on, the desk and the fireplace. Wait, window! You can see the Alabastian embassy through this window.
So where were you when you were investigating over there, Mr. Edgeworth?
Ah, you can see from here. I was there on the 5th floor. That's when Damask II was killed.
What? You don't mean the masked Damask II? Aw, poor guy. As a fellow second-generation thief, I just can't turn a blind eye to this.
Even though Damask II was merely an imposter of the original? Yeah. It appears this area was heavily damaged by the fire. Hey, there's the ink! There's ink! The Babyliss ink! Why does it look untouched?
Yeah, I guess we should hurry up and start examining everything.
What the? Why? Hold up. There was a bottle of Babyliss ink on Mr. Kojin's desk.
And it looks like there's still a lot of ink left inside.
The seal is unbroken, so the fire probably couldn't get into the bottle to burn up the ink.
Hey, Mr. Palino, it looks like your precious Babyliss ink is all right after all.
What? That's odd.
Hold it.
Ambassador, what do you mean by that?
Well, it's just that there's something strange about the ink.
Would you mind elaborating on that statement for me, please? Yeah, what's going on with the ink? I did not mean to do that. Whatever. The national symbol of Babal's drawn here. Nothing especially strange about it.
Is this me or did the butterfly gain an antenna since we last saw it?
What? Even if it did, would it really have any bearing on our case, Kay? Hold on, what the? Oh well. Oh. I wonder if you might tell me what you noticed about Mr. Kojin's bottle of ink.
I just thought of it right now, but during the second fire, Manny was worried about his office, so he came rushing back to it. I called out to him, and when I received no reply, I used my spare key to open the door. But when I did, I was greeted by roaring green flames.
That is very suspicious. That is very suspicious.
The flames were so big that I wasn't able to see into the room at all.
Hold it! The fire was green? What was the cause?
Well, wood crystal oil burns green when it's lit, as you can see by this lantern.
And Babyliss ink is made from the same oil, which means it would also burn green. But this bottle is untouched.
You know, I too had thought it was Manny's ink that had caught on fire. So that's why I was surprised to find out there was still a bottle of ink left on his desk.
The case of the perplexing green flames. Talk about a mystery.
What exactly was it that caught on fire in here? Fascinating. It appears that Mr. Kojin's body has been taken in for an autopsy. The white outline is all that's left to tell the tale of his murder. So, interesting. This thing is relatively untouched. Well, I say that, but... It looks like a bunch of flyers with coupons attached to them. He's got me saying it now.
The Polisher gives away a lot of different coupons. Maybe I should create one of my own. I could call it the Great Thief Coupon.
And what kind of discount would that net you?
The 5-finger kind. What else? And I'd steal an extra thing or two for the bearer.
Things such as...
Such as the truth. What else would I steal?
What I wouldn't give to have a mountain of your coupons right about now. It looks like a bunch of flyers with coupons attached to them.
The Polisher gives away a lot of different coupons. Oh god, now he's got me saying it! Maybe I should create one of my... Oh,
you're just gonna say the same thing. Is there anything else? Manny Cochin. His name is written here on this nameplate.
Why would you put a nameplate with your name on it in your own office?
I suppose it's to inform people in case they walked into the wrong room by mistake.
Maybe it's also there to remind you of your own name and if you forget.
There wasn't a... I have to admit, there was one time in my life, one time that I can recall where I legitimately forgot what my name was. I know it sounds crazy, but it happened in high school and it was during a social studies test. I remember this very specifically because I had forgotten to write my name down on the test, and right before I was about to turn in, I was about to write it down, and I brain farted. I'm like, what was my name? Oh, right. I remember that specifically. And I tried not to think back to it because I hated social studies. Well, either way, it's never a bad thing to set a nameplate on one's desk. There's only one book left standing here. Treasures of the World.
Wait, what? Let me see that! I see. The most important part was blackened by the fire. Why, cruel fate? Why?
It looks like the map of where the treasures are located has been burned. I think that's a good thing, actually.
So I guess NBC phones are just like normal phones, huh?
Well, what did you imagine them to look like?
I thought the balls would look like a flower and the receiver would be a butterfly.
See, now you've got me actively trying to picture that now.
That way it looked like the butterfly receiver was sucking nectar from the flower base.
If any country had a flower phone, it would be Alabasta, don't you think?
Oh, then maybe the phone I envisioned would have been from when they were Kidopia?
There's really no point in asking me about something that never existed in the first place.
You know what you lack, Mr. Edgeworth? Curiosity and an imagination.
Right. Now hold up. Open drawer. It would appear that this desk also fell victim to the fire.
But it doesn't look too damaged. Oh, I think we can rifle through this drawer a bit.
I suppose you really should take a look. Hello. That's a rather unusual shape for a notepad. I suppose this must be another souvenir from somewhere. No, you idiot! What's this? It seems that the contents of this drawer survived the fire rather well.
Now that's a sturdy desk. I guess it's the value of solid wood construction? Let's see if there's anything useful left in here, Mr. Edgeworth.
Okay, digits. Yes, it is. Eureka! The shape of this notepad matches the shape of this note we found.
Hey, you're right. What is it? It looks like something straight out of Monument Valley.
Oh yes, that notepad is a souvenir from somewhere in your country. We've been collecting them for the purpose of studying them, you see.
Yes, I do. You do seem to be quite passionate about it.
Oh, would you like to see my souvenir collection? I'd love to show it to you.
Are you sure they haven't been burnt to a crisp by the fires? Ambassador Palino, I wonder if you might recognize the handwriting on this note.
This looks like Manny's handwriting.
I see. In that case,
Oh, did you figure something out?
this note was found in Alabast. Specifically, it was found being firmly grasped by the murdered Damask II.
Damask II? Then this note?
Yes. It was a request from Mr. Cochin for Damask II to steal the Prima Duck statue.
What? Manny tried to steal Alabast's Prima Duck statue?
You would know for sure if we could run a handwriting analysis. Ambassador, do you have any documents that were handwritten by Mr. Cochin?
Yes, I can gather a few and give them to you.
I'll have to ask Detective Gumshoe later to run the analysis.
I can't believe that Manny would even think of doing something like this.
Do you have any idea as to why he would have requested the thief of the statue? The theft of the statue. God damn it, I can't English.
There is one possibility, but mind you, it's just my personal speculation.
Anything you can tell me would be of great help, Ambassador. I guess I'll ask you later. The fireplace and Babal's offices have them too.
2?
There's a fireplace and relative in the same location as the Alabastian office. However, we found something there that I'd rather not recall ever again. I still can't believe that we found a little shot in the fireplace.
Huh? If it was that traumatizing, why didn't you try creating new memories of this fireplace? You could climb inside and we could play hide and seek.
And come out covered in soot? I think not.
I mean, it'd be a better memory, wouldn't it? You really have no sense of fun, Mr. Edgeworth.
But be quiet. Ah. I believe that you said you might have an idea as to why Mr. Cochin hired Damask II.
Actually, I fear it may be my fault. As I was telling you earlier, we were to determine which statue was the real one as a part of today's event.
But because of the Artikarasu and the fire here, that got cancelled, didn't it?
I'm actually relieved the rest of the event has been cancelled. For you see, the bald statue, well, it's just a replica.
And did Mr. Cochin know that about Babal's Prima Duck statue?
Of course he knew! That's why he was the only person I could consult with. We'd have to do something once our statue was revealed as a replica. As to be expected, I was very nervous today, as this would impact our country's authority.
Yes, I understand.
Well, when I told Manny my concerns, he said, "Let me handle it, it'll be alright. I'll find a way to make sure you're the ambassador of the reunited Katopia." At the time, I thought he was just trying to cheer me up. But when I saw that note, I realized he was serious.
Hold it! Mr. Cochin, he conducted a lot of business behind your back. I assume he did all that to ensure that you are the next Kadopian ambassador.
But why was he trying so hard, I wonder? He was so much better at getting things done than I ever was or will be.
I don't know the answer to why he was trying so hard yet. But I suspect he had an ulterior motive in mind beyond just simple kindness. Oh, I guarantee it. Gumshoe! Oh, here you are, Mr. Edgeworth. Wait. Oh yeah! Remix! Detective Gumshoe, have you collected the information that I requested? Yep, got it all right here, sir. Here you go, Kay. Feel free to take a look. It's for you, after all.
What is all this, Gummy?
Oh, it's all the information on this room that I got from the embassy and Interpol people. Now we know exactly how this room was before and after the fire. Oh, little thief! Good work, Detective.
Oh, it was nothing, sir. I'm an expert at getting people to talk.
Wow. You two remind me so much of my father and Uncle Bad.
What? What do you mean?
As prosecutor and detective, your dynamic is just like theirs back in the day. Well, don't you worry. I'm going to find my own wonderful partner someday. And when I do, I'm going to become a good Yatagarasu, just like my father, right?
Hold it!
Please don't ask me questions to which I have no answers to, Kay. However, I can say that it is truly a wonderful thing to find a partner you can trust.
You bet. So what now, Mr. Edgeworth?
Well, I'd like to ask you for a favor.
Yes?
That gadget, Mr. Thief, is it? That thing you call your secret weapon.
Oh, you mean Little Thief. You're coming to rely on it, aren't you?
Hold it!
I don't need a crutch like that. I'm only asking because I need it for the investigation. From the information Detective Gumshoe gathered, and the ambassador's testimony. Oh my god, that was far too precious. I'm sorry. That little moment where she's like,
You just remind me of Uncle Bad and my dad. I'm like,
oh my god! Ah! Don't hurt me like this. It's too cute. I'd like you to please recreate this room as it was during the third floor fire.
you got it. All right, here we go. Dark skies of evening, when no other bird dares take wing, one alone remains all-seeing. Now witness the true power of a real modern-day Robin Hood.
What is she talking about? Oh my lord, what the hell?
It seems there are other things besides what the ambassador mentioned that have changed. It's possible that we might find the escape route the person saw Kay use as well.
What is this? Is this some sort of light show that I was not told about? What the hell's going on? Help!
This is the power of a true vigilante. It's recreating the room with the info I inputted.
Really? That is certainly one interesting device you have there, Miss Faraday.
I believe it's about time we return to our investigation. All right. It's the charred remains of a fallen ceiling fan.
Oh, I've seen a few of these things before.
Okay,
They spin around and play music.
I believe you're thinking of a musical mobile for babies,
Yeah, that's it.
but they're nothing alike.
They're totally alike. They spin those babies right around like a record.
You literally said the same thing and I couldn't skip it. Okay. Okay, so we have a lot to look at here. Detective, you took part in the initial bubble investigation, correct?
Yep, sure did. I also helped put out both fires, sir. But that first fire took me by surprise. I had a tough time escaping the 5th floor. First I tried the elevator, but I guess someone else had the same idea because it was in use. If I hadn't remembered to use the stairs at that point, I'd have been burnt to a crisp.
Wait! That's odd. We always warn all staff that in case of a fire, it's dangerous to use the elevator. Oh?
Maybe someone wrote it in a fit of panic?
Detective, did you see the Yatagarasu that came into the Babalese embassy at all?
I didn't personally. And the other staff members told me they never got a good look at the person either, sir.
I wonder if you could tell me a bit more about what you discovered, Detective.
Okay. So, the second fire broke out around the time the Yatagarasu was spotted in Alabasta. That's also when a suspicious person was spotted in Babal, which, caused some panic.
Hold it!
So no one was able to get a good look at this Yatagarasu that entered Babal.
Yeah, all they saw was a mysterious person wearing a long coat. But that's not enough to make a positive ID, you know.
Still, it was enough to make the people who received the calling card panic even more. It would seem so.
Sounds like the exact same person I saw.
The Yatagarasu that appeared in Alabasta was proven to be just a fabrication, a shadow. In light of that fact, the Yatagarasu that appeared in Babal is also suspect.
You can't be serious. Not when we're this close to capturing the fake. I mean, Callisto you.
So the Atagarasu appeared, caused mass confusion, killed Mr. Kojin, then disappeared. By the way, Detective, why did you not chase after the Atagarasu?
I did, but, well, this embassy is huge, sir. I got separated from the other staff members I was with, and it was lost for a while there.
You didn't even memorize the layout of the building you were to guard? Detective?
No, I'll be sure to do that from now on, sir. But you know, it was thanks to me being lost that I was able to come to Rikei's rescue.
Oh? Is that a fact?
Yeah, it was when I was lost and wandering around the 3rd floor hallway, sir. When I heard a scream, I headed towards it right away.
Oh, that's probably when I found Mr. Kojin's body.
Yeah, I thought it sounded like her, so I got real worried and ran as fast as I could.
And it was thanks to Gummy that Miss Sheena wasn't able to take me away. He covered for me until you got here, Mr. Edgeworth.
Oh, I see. So he can be useful once in a blue moon.
Oh, come on, I had to protect my niece.
Yo, what?
Still, it's too bad that Agent Sheena got here before I did.
I wonder where Agent Sheena was before you found her here. Good question.
Well, just before I got to this room, I saw her coming out of the room next door.
Now she's suspicious. Agent Sheena mentioned something about chasing the Atagarasu herself earlier.
Well, she apparently helped in putting out the first fire. Then, during the second fire, I heard she was busy chasing the Atagarasu.
She seems to be a very dedicated agent. You would do well to learn from her. If Sheena is her real name, because now I wonder what. Well, wouldn't we have been able to recognize her unless she was really good at changing her appearance? Well, to be fair, it was a couple of years since we last saw. It was a few years, actually, since the last time we saw Callisto U. It would be easy for her to change her appearance.
Okay. Why are you pointing at me when you say that, sir?
Huh. You don't say.
So the ball is really into pushing their tourism industry, huh?
Yes, it would appear that way.
You know, I'd really love to take a trip. Hey, why don't we take one after this case?
Do you already have a destination in mind?
Well, ideally, I'd like to go someplace where I can continue my thief training.
Well, if you want to learn the fine art of stealth, perhaps you should visit the studio where they make the Jammin' Ninja TV show.
Hey! That's actually a really good idea, Mr. Edgeworth.
I can't believe she took me seriously. The fireplace, So Babal's offices have them too?
Two?
Okay, no, okay, so they're just saying the same thing as last time. Something there that I'd rather not think. Yeah, I can't believe that we found that. I was trying to look at that frickin' thing up there, but I guess I can't look at it. You can see the Alabastian Embassy through this window. Okay, that's a bit of a problem. Like, why would you give me the same dialogue even though... Like, seriously, I can't skip this. This is portraying it like I've already, like I haven't read it yet. That looks like a very comfortable chair.
Well, it doesn't look like that all that broken, so why don't you try sitting on it?
No, I better not. It's very important that we preserve the crime scene at all times.
Wait, but you're always touching all sorts of things like crime scenes.
That's because I'm a prosecutor. That's part of my job to examine things.
And my job is to be a great thief.
Which is exactly why you're not allowed to touch anything. hold up.
It looks like one of the Babbly's knives is already missing before the fire began.
So it would seem, especially since the other 2 knives or handles were already burned away.
The remaining handle was swapped out with the handle from the real murder weapon. And Babal's national treasure was stolen. Poor Babal, don't you think?
I'm not sure I would lump the replica statue in with the rest of Babal's woes. Hold up. That's not what I wanted to look at. I wanted to look at the freaking ceiling fan, but fine. She mentioned how it gained an antenna, so like what? Did the ceiling fan fall and then somehow one of the sides scraped against the wall? That's what I'm thinking. This grandfather clock. It was apparently in a different position before the fire. According to staff members, the clock was flush against the wall before.
According to staff members, the clock was flush against the wall before the fire, sir.
Which means that, most likely, it was moved by someone during the fire.
Speaking of which, it's totally 11 o'clock now, but I don't hear any chiming.
Huh? Well, that's odd. It was still chiming right on the dot of every hour this morning. Maybe the fire damaged internal mechanisms or something?
Ambassador Pal, I know, maybe take a look inside that clock.
Oh, sure, go right ahead.
Detective Gumshoe, if you could please inspect the insides of this clock.
Yes, sir. I'm on it. Mr. Edgeworth, I found this inside, sir.
It looks like a length of wire. So this is what caused the clock to stop chiming? A length of wire? What the hell? But what was a long length of wire doing inside this clock in the first place? Oh, easy. There's a way to mimic the idea of somebody flying. Wire is hard to see, especially at the dark of night, so set yourself up a wire, boom, you can make your escape and make it appear that you're flying.
Why would someone do this to such a valuable clock?
It sounds like it wasn't Mr. Palino that put the wire in there.
Then perhaps it was Mr. Cochin's killer who did. Okay. These must have been the large green flames Ambassador Palino saw.
With flames like these, it's no wonder he couldn't get in.
Okay, by the time you came into this room, had the fire already been put out?
Yeah, the fire died out or something by that time.
And this fire in here only burned from the time the fire started on the 3rd floor. Until the Atagarasu appeared and caused a stir in Babal, I suppose.
I guess Mr. Palino was just lucky enough to run into this fire as long as it was burning, huh?
Yes, you could put it that way. And since you were the first to discover the body, we can assume that no one else entered the room until that time. No one other than the person you were chasing, of course.
I knew it. That person I saw was definitely up to no good. I mean, that person could even be Mr. Cochin's killer.
That is very likely to be the case. After all, that person came into this room before you, and must have chosen this room precisely because they knew no one would be in here.
Okay. Then maybe the green fire was where it was to prevent anyone from coming in? But then, what did the person set on fire to make the green flames?
Well, the ink. Oh, wait a minute. Well, whatever it is that person burned, it made a rather sizable fire.
And since the fire's green, well, we've seen something that burns green, right? It's a bit tinier than these flames, but you get what I mean.
Yes, and I do believe that what you are thinking is exactly why these flames are green. Which fire-related piece of evidence burns the same color as these green flames? The lantern.
Take that!
The silhouette lantern. Its green flame comes from the wit crystal oil it's burning.
Yeah, that's the fire I was thinking of too. I love the green it gives off.
I think we've now established that the green flames were caused by wit crystal oil. Furthermore, we know that there's only one other thing made from wit crystal oil.
Oh, you mean that thing that Mr. Paladino was mistaken about, right?
Yes, precisely. As we found out earlier in our investigation.
What? I don't get it. Can you fill me in, sir?
The Babbly's ink. Fine, I suppose. I'll explain it in a way that even you can understand. This is the thing that's made from the wit crystal oil that Ambassador Paladino was mistaken about. The ink.
Take that!
Babbly's ink is made from wit crystal oil.
Oh, so we should burn the same color as the flames in the lantern, right?
Yes, precisely. However, the green flames in this room were not from a bottle of Babbly's ink.
Because we found the ink Mr. Kojin used on his desk, right?
Yes. However, we know that Mr. Kojin was smuggling the ink in massive quantities. Now, what do you suppose he made using all that ink? Well, as far as I'm aware, the ink was used on... I believe what he made with that ink is the answer to what gave birth to the green flames. Hold on, let me check something real quick. Do I have it? Oh, hold on. Let's see. Made with Babbly's ink there in a second. Oh! The counterfeit bills! They're made with Babbly's ink! That's how, if they get burnt, boom, green flames!
Oh yeah! I'm beginning to really feel the energy coming from you, Mr. Edgeworth.
It would appear that I finally found it. The smuggling ring's real goal. Made of Babbly's ink. This is the source of the green flames. The counterfeit bills! What would consume that great of a volume of ink to make? That would be the counterfeit bills that the smuggling ring made and are circulating in Zhangfa.
You're kidding! You're saying that it was Mr. Kojin who made the counterfeit bills?
I am. I believe you could even go as far as to say that he stole Babal's printing press. Ambassador, Mr. Kojin had permission to freely use the printing press, correct?
Why, yes. And I do remember seeing him using it in the middle of the night. But never did I think he was using it for such a foul deed.
Ambassador, because of your secretary's crimes, you will need to be investigated as well.
Yes, I suppose so. We've caused a bit of trouble for a few countries, haven't we?
It's my duty to search out all who shielded Mr. Kojin and concealed his crime. For they are the ones who started the fire in order to destroy the evidence. Hell yeah! We've examined everything in this office, but there's one thing that bothers me. Perhaps I should ask Ambassador Paladino about it. Ambassador Paladino, there's something I'd like to ask you about.
Yes?
About this office. It appears to me to be very similar to Ambassador Alba's office. For example, the location of the fireplace and the position of the grandfather clock.
Oh, that's right. You've also paid a visit to the Alabastian side of the embassy. Our two embassies actually used to be one.
Yes, I know. Even the pamphlet mentioned that.
Which is why the building is bilaterally symmetrical.
Bilaterally symmetrical. Well, well, well.
So no matter which room, the location of the fireplace and the like are exactly the same. Even where the art is located is the same, as my room is currently under renovation. We worked hard to make Manny's room look like the ambassador's office.
You mean for your handshake photo op with the Jamma Ninja?
Yes, that's right. I mean, what's a photo like that worth if it's not taken in the ambassador's office, right?
Yet another odd expression of Babal's obsessively competitive spirit with Alabasta, I take it. Thank you, Ambassador. That piece of information is all I needed to connect the dots.
Connect what dots? Well, anyway, I'm glad I was able to be of some help.
Logic mode time? Maybe? Oh, let me see what I've got. Okay, so we've got... Okay. A couple of these. Okay. So... bilateral symmetry and connected fireplaces. Those seem like the first ones that I should connect. Will it work?
Yes.
The Alabastian and Babyliss sides of the building are symmetrical to each other. As we know that to be a fact, then this room's fireplace may also hide a secret passageway.
A secret passageway?
The fireplace. In Alabast, the fireplace turned out to have a revolving back wall.
A revolving wall? It sounds like something's out of a ninja house.
Wow! There was a trick like that built into the fireplace, sir?
What? This embassy holds that kind of secret?
There seems to be a lot about this room that you don't know about, Ambassador.
I guess it's time to pay the bill for letting Manny do so much work for me. Please, I really want to know about the real Manny and what you know about this room.
What are you waiting for, Mr. Edgeworth? Let's get to the bottom of this.
Agreed. And my first thought is that it's likely the killer used the revolving fireplace. Probably, that would be the case. How else could they escape the room? Very effectively. Wait. Oh, we're just looking. Okay.
The X! Yo!
It looks just like another fireplace, though, doesn't it? So how do you turn it again?
In Alabast, I had to push where the X was on the far wall of the fireplace.
Oh, I see an X back there, sir. Let's see what happens when I push it.
Hold it!
Wow, you scared me, sir!
There's something about this fireplace that lies in contradiction to the facts.
Huh? But we found an X where you thought there'd be one, right?
We did, but that's not what I was referring to. Something is missing from this scene. What's this contradiction mean for us? Okay. But what is it? All I see inside this fireplace is starter wood.
Huh? That's odd. It doesn't match up with what Mr. Palino said earlier.
Yeah, the other fire, I guess. What is the meaning of this contradiction? That it was completely turned around? That's probably what it was. If we push the X mark, the fireplace wall should turn.
The revolving fireplace wall. That's neat, sir. We should hurry up and hold it.
Wait, Detective! There's something we need to examine about this first. Besides which, there's also something I'd like to test.
Like what, sir?
I'll tell you later, Detective. For now, let's continue with the investigation. Well, we know that there's ashes missing, showing that there was no fire that took place in here. Wait a minute. Hold on. Hold on. Mr. Palino said something. It was, Where's the ashes? Okay. Deuce! Yes, it is. Okay, get his, testimony.
This!
Ambassador Palino, you said that you burned some old files in this fireplace today, correct?
Yes, I burned quite a few this morning, actually.
And after you did, you forgot to clean out the ashes from the fireplace, correct?
That's right, but why are you asking? And why are you making such a scary face?
I'm sorry, I admit I'm a bit intimidating when I'm serious. In any case, take a good look at this fireplace and tell me what you find odd about it.
Let's see. Huh? Where did all the ashes go?
Missing ashes. The ashes that should still be in the fireplace are missing. Where'd they go? Where'd they come from? Where'd they go? Where'd they come from? I can't think of a good pun here.
What is the meaning of this, Mr. Edgeworth?
You don't really think that Ambassador Palino is lying, do you?
No, there's no reason for him to lie. And I don't believe his testimony is wrong either. It is the fireplace that is causing the contradiction. Okay, I wonder if you might update the fireplace data for me.
You got it. I'll add in the ashes from the burnt files and... Sounds like we pretty much figured everything out now, huh?
Well, it was nothing. All I did was follow where our leads lead us. Leads led us. Leads led us. English.
Oh, I sense it coming on. You're about to dazzle us again, right?
Oh, you mean that? Well, that's what Mr. Edgeworth is known for, you know.
There is really no need for you two to dance around the name of what I'm about to do.
'Cause it's time for logic!
So, missing ashes, revolving fireplace. This... Oh. Well...
Ha!
The reason as to why the ashes are missing is simple.
It's not because someone cleaned them up, right?
No, because even if someone did sweep them up, the fireplace is too clean for that. Ambassador Palino said that he spilled some Babbly's ink while he was burning the files. And yet, there is not a trace of the spilled ink on the back wall anywhere.
Well, then I don't know what happened.
Well, I'll tell you what happened. The two sides were switched. By using the revolving fireplace wall, the ashes were moved into the neighboring room. Which means that this is a clear indication that the fireplace was used. Revolving fireplace dotted in my organizer. Hell yeah!
Then you mean the person I was chasing disappeared from this room through there?
Yes, I believe the person you were in pursuit of is Mr. Kochin's killer. And after committing the murder, escaped through the fireplace. Oh my god, oh my god, I think my theory about Sheena potentially being Callisto U is starting to really get close. Oh yeah! I think I'm getting right. I think I'm right. Maybe. Potentially.
Wow, Mr. Edgeworth, you figured out the killer's escape route?
I have, but this is only the beginning. Now we have to chase the killer down. Okay. So... Wait. Do I want to? Yeah. I guess I'm too hung up on the renovations part.
Yes!
If the killer used the fireplace in this room to escape into the next, then it's only logical for us to talk with the person who is in the neighboring room.
Well, the person that was in the next room was... Oh, it was that person, sir!
Yes, Detective. Agent Sheena. Hell yeah!
It's looking more and more like Miss Sheena is the killer, isn't it?
Let's not jump to conclusions yet. We need to go through what we know so far. She came running straight into this room from the next one, and instantly accused you. Furthermore, she claimed that it could only have been you that killed Mr. Kochin. I don't have any proof yet. However, I know she is hiding something from us.
Okay then, why don't we go ask Miss Sheena herself?
Hold it!
No! Not yet! There's something that needs to be done first. Detective Gumshoe!
Sir, is it my turn to do something, Mr. Edgeworth?
Yes, I have a two-part special assignment for you. First, I need you to run a handwriting analysis on Damask II's note.
Okay, I'll get the lab boys on that right away.
Second, I want you to see if you can fit through the revolving fireplace wall.
Wait, right now, sir? Right now, sir?
No, next decade. Of course now! We need to test our hypothesis first, don't we?
Go on, Gummy, you can do it!
All right, I'm gonna do this like a real man. Here I go, through the fireplace and back.
You shouldn't need to psych yourself up that much for such a simple task, Detective.
I'm going in. Whee! Wow, the wall inside the fireplace really did turn.
That's so neat! Now I want to try going through there too.
Well, a big guy can't really get through there, but somebody small and petite could.
There really is a secret passageway through here? I had no idea.
It would appear that the ash really was pushed into the other room. Furthermore, the Babbly's ink you spilled, Ambassador, is there on the back wall. Yeah, we can see it right there.
Okay, here I go, sir.
Detective, I'd like you to go through there under the same conditions as the killer.
Huh? But there's all that ash and stuff.
And your point is, now we're short on time. So if you could, please hurry on through.
Oh, yes, sir.
Okay, so now we pretty much have the whole picture, right?
No, not yet. There remains a few more mysteries to solve. Such as the Yatagarasu's whereabouts, the other smuggling ring members, and the 2 weapons that made it across the border. The key Miss Yu stole 7 years ago. In fact, we haven't figured out a thing regarding how Miss Yu is related to these embassies.
Mr. Edgeworth?
A number of pieces connect in a very complicated way in this case. It's almost enough to make one completely mentally exhausted.
What are you saying, Mr. Edgeworth? I thought you were the one who said that it's easy if you follow the leads.
Was that supposed to be an impression of me, Kay?
If it's info gathering you need, Gummy and I can help with that. Then, all you have to do is show off your fancy schmancy logical deductions.
Show off? Does it seem like I'm being boastful when I do that?
Let's not overcomplicate matters, okay, Mr. Edgeworth? We've been so focused, like a laser, on only what seems strange and out of place. It's no wonder that it's clicked and we haven't unlocked anything yet. But if we think things through calmly, the answer should come to us.
Okay.
That's the sort of thing I say to myself. When I'm practicing how to unlock padlocks, you know.
That is something that I hope practice doesn't make perfect for your sake.
Yay! Looks like you're back to your straight-laced self again.
Yeah.
Hey, Mr. Edgeworth. I'm back, sir.
Yes, I can see that. Good work, Detective.
Yep. Looks like you can use that fireplace like a door, sir.
Are you alright, Gummy?
I'm okay. Just a bit of ash and dust, that's all.
Your jacket has gone quite filthy. I see the hem is practically turned black.
Yeah, well, quite a bit of the unburnt ink got on it, sir.
And what color does Sheena wear? Black! I see. Thank you, Detective. You did a fine job. I'll even pay the cleaning bill for the trench coat.
Aww!
What? Oh, no, sir. I could never. This is just my old coat, sir. If it was a coat I actually cared about, then I'd get it clean, but, you know.
I see. Very well, then. As you wish.
So because Gummy was able to climb through the fireplace, we know it can be used, right?
Yes, but that's not all we learned. We actually learned one other important fact.
And that is...
I will have to explain it to you later. Right now, we'll need to deal with the handwriting analysis. Detective Gumshoe?
Yes, sir. I'll be back before you know it.
The handwriting analysis on Mr. Cochran's handwriting will take a bit of time. Let us go and wait in the Theater Neutralis, along with Agent Lang and Agent Sheena.
Holy shit, this mystery is getting really fucking good. Oh my god!
That was me clapping my legs right now. Ah! Oh my god, I love this! Sorry. Oh my goodness. If I could, I would play this for hours on end. If I could. The downside is I'm a YouTuber who tries to flail around voice acting, and, well, to be fair, I'll probably never be that good at all at voice acting. But, yeah. I have my own limitations. So, thank you all very much for watching. I'm really loving this mystery. The fact that there might be a chance that Sheena might be Callisto U. Ooh, that's a hell of a thought. But right now, that's it. Thank you all very much for watching, and I will see all of you guys in the next video.